As a team, we work to create a proposal in the different types and alternatives of materials in construction, which could help in the creation of a proposal for the investment of materials to improve facilities in low-income schools.
Historical framework. In Mexico, the investment in education system is so low that it currently has the lowest cost per student of all the countries that make up the OCDE. According to studies of a census conducted through the country for more than a year, 150,000 schools had no drainage and 40,000 had no bathrooms or electricity. 59% operate in poor conditions. And the former director of the INIFED pointed out that it took 6 years to improve their conditions because the budget is not enough to cover all the needs.
The implementation of construction alternatives is an excellent way to reduce construction costs both of schools in cities and in rural communities, leaving behind the old construction practices based on concrete, which, being heavier, increases production costs, beams, reinforcements, castles, and main structures, in addition to being more unstable in large constructions such as buildings.
The materials are recycled plastic, extraction machines, magnets, washing machine for plastic, water bath for cooling, molds. And the methods are extrusion, cooling by water bath, and magnetic separation.
The results of the project was that the viability of this project is high, because the steel structures implemented in the construction would reduce the total expenses by using lighter materials in the construction of the building, achieving less material of beams, expenses of inputs such as water, and a more resistant structure of what would be to implement prefabricated structures which have anti-seismic characteristics, resistant to extreme climates, winds, and have a low environmental impact.
The results obtained were not very far from those expected, because by using three main materials for construction, we reduce costs to model very basic and low-cost classrooms, which at the same time will be more economical and sustainable in the use of recurses such as water, labor time, among others.
With this project, the life of many people can be improved. First of all, a lot of plastic waste will be collected and recycled. This means there will be less plastic in dumps and in bodies of water, mainly lakes and rivers, but also oceans. This will reduce water pollution and will help preserve water ecosystems. Also, these houses or schools will be targeted to low-income and marginalized areas, which will benefit entire communities and give people a second chance. As you can see, with this project, we can help both people and the planet.
All in all, according to previous investigations, the result of the project was that the viability is high, because the steel structures implemented in the construction and the bricks made from recycled plastic are very resistant and would reduce the total expenses by using lighter materials in the structure of the building, achieving the use of less materials like beams. Also, less expenses of inputs such as water or concrete, and the use of a very resistant structure that would be the implementation of prefabricated structures, which have anti-seismic characteristics, resistance to extreme climates and wind, while having a low environmental impact. The results obtained were not very far from those expected, because by using three main materials for construction, recycled steel, plastic bricks, and welded mesh, we reduce the cost to model very basic and low-cost classrooms, which at the same time will be more economical and sustainable in the use of resources, such as water, labor time, materials, among others.
Future for the project. Find more alternative materials that can be replaced with recycled materials to reduce cost. See more sustainable, viable alternatives. Make structures with a minimalist design that helps to take advantage of spaces. and make more than three comparisons of budgets in materials cost to find the best options.